check it out, make sure it's acting correct. I've been fighting this thing all week.
Yeah, you're where you're usually supposed to be.
Then right. I appreciate it. Talking about talkback, I think I gotta send this one back. I can't use talkback, and I'm so used to it. I don't think I can keep this.
What kind of radio you done went and got now? Sometimes I set my truck up with a little reverb in my 88. I got that Galaxy 88. I've always had reverb a little bit. And now I can't set it up like I used to have it because I can't hear it.
Yeah, damn right. It's a shame. I've been wanting this radio, waited on it until I got it. And now, barefooted, it does fine. But if I apply any power to it, which the radio has, that's the reason I got it. I didn't want to, I wanted to take some of the pressure off of my driver that I use here. And I figured if I got a radio with a little power, then I wouldn't need the driver unless I'm out there at DX there, right?
Yeah, telephone. That's basically the same way in mine. I mean, my Galaxy, it's got high and low in it. So, and usually, like I say, before what's so crazy is one thing I did is I took the factory radio out the truck. The radio, AM, FM radio, and then put an aftermarket one in there. And ever since I did that, my talkback went away. I cannot figure that out.
That's damn right. Well, my talkback is there, but it causes a heck of a doggone interference problem. As soon as, with the radio barefooted, no extra power, it works like it's supposed to. But as soon as I turn the power on, it blares and with squealing and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I understand. I've had that same problem before too, the squealing whenever you turn the power on. I know exactly what you're saying.
I've had that same problem before too. I never was able to figure it out either.
Now, what I was told before, now whether or not this is true or not, and I am going to try it. Now, somebody told me I could take the PA and my external speaker wire and connect them both together, and it should give my talkback back into my speaker system.
Yeah, you could probably try something like that. I know it'll work on like what radio works on. I've heard it being done and all. You gotta use a certain resistor or diorator or something like that to be able to do it.
Yeah, telephone. But yeah, but like I said before, I've had the same problem on that what you got going on, and it drives you crazy because when you want to run a little bit of power, you want your talk back, you can't do it because then you can't talk because it's squealing like heck.
Yeah, that's right. It's just amazing to me. I think Tuesday I'm gonna pack this yoga back. I got it from Bell's down in Florida, and it was just exactly what I wanted. It's a Ranger, and I never had I only had strikers, and I wanted this Ranger because the way it was set up, but this is not set up for me here.
Yeah, telephone. What Ranger is that? Mind me asking.
It's brand new. It's called a 63 FF D4.
Okay. I'll look that up. I never heard of that. That must be a newer radio.
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's pretty new. But Bell's has it, and it's capable of doing real good wattage, but not. It's something wrong. And then, hey, look here. The note that the technician sent me said, well, your talkback is a little loud. You may have to turn your gain down on your microphone. Now, if he knew that, why are you going to send me a radio?
Yeah, exactly what I was fixing to say. That's the only way I can get my squeal out is if I turn my mic gain down. Now, why does that work like that? I don't understand, but you shouldn't have to do that. But I understand exactly what you're saying, and that's the only way I can get squeal out before when I had the same situation is turn my mic gain back down a little bit, but then you lose your modulation when you do it.
That's damn right, and that's the whole point. you gonna turn your modulation, I gotta turn it all the way down to half gain in order for it to work. That can't work.
I agree 100%, sir. Hello there, 15-4.
Hey, good evening to you, 987.
Hope everything's going good on your end.
Yes, that's what we're just talking about. Right now, that's heavy on my mind, man. It's a bunch of dollars. That ain't doing me no good.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I looked it up. That ain't no cheap radio either.
Nah, it's a pretty good one, just what the doctor ordered. But I gotta have a talkback. I don't think since I came back, I've been out here about 3 years now, and I've always had talkback. So I have never talked on the radio without talkback.
Yeah, are you seeing the numbers out of it? Are they saying it'll get?
Oh yeah, it'll get it. It'll get it. Right now, I'm looking at this swinging 500.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm saying 400 plus on PEP. Yeah, that's aggravating there.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be my problem long. I got 90 days, and I done tried everything for the last few days, working on it, doing this, doing that. Ain't none of that stuff works.
Yeah, 10-4, yeah, I just got it on the old radio night there. It's 2/9/2019. I'm standing by.
And I got my bonus material.
I know it. I'm struggling around over here, had everything set up in the daggum. The radio didn't want to unkey again, so I got two more like it. I'm going to pull I just don't think it's the relay. I think it's something to do with, having something else hooked to it. I noticed that one time before. I might need to retune it in the back, but I'm not messing with that tonight. All right. Hello, 15-4.
Hey, hello. You already started it? I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff and get out of here. We operating on some new equipment. I was just talking to Slam at 987 and Red. This cat big is a Ranger RCI 63 FFD4, and that's what we talking on. And we trying to use the same mic that we always had, that RF 2018 Extreme. And I'm talking on my Mako ground plane.
Roger on that. Well, I tell you, to be honest with you, that radio doesn't have the audio that your other one had, and I like that other radio a whole lot better than sounding than that one, but it's probably just me. I'm on a different radio.
No, it ain't just you. That's what I've been hearing while I've been working on this thing. The audio is limited because I can't turn the gain on the microphone up as high as it needs to be, and so because I think the circuits are just messed up.
Roger on that. Well, I know you get it right, but other than that, it's sounded okay. And but anyway, all right, man. Well, good luck.
Damn right.
Well, I just wanted to tell you now, that 15-4, I'm boring a Elkin 4-tube amplifier, and I'm going to show you right here on the video. There it is right there. Now, it doesn't have a receive button on it, or a switch, so, I'm going to try to just use it on receive only, and I'm still working on trying to find that switch for that. But anyway, Tram 27, TR27E is what I'm talking on. Okay, I'm back out. Number 15-4. On the island, waving a hand to you there, 21. Down down Cobra 139 XLR with the crisping boomer. Push about 250 right now. That's all running into Antron 99. Okay, there, 98, I started to call you 15-4 again. I don't know, he got me,
thinking about this receive preamp here, reverse preamp I got, but it's not in reverse right now. All right, well, you take it easy over there. You sounding okay over here?
And Night Ranger checking in on a 1976 Sears 23 channel little mobile. It's a 3-knob special, volume squelch, channel selector, and a little dinky meter and a modulation light. I got one of those old Radio Shack desk amplified power mics on it. And this is one of the early PLL chips. It's got the UPD861 chip in it. So it's really already a 40 channel. You just got to add a toggle switch to it, which I have. And that's got the old gray Maverick fired up and my homemade wired J-pole up about 90 feet in the air at the top.
Roger.
Hanging from a tree limb and the top of a cottonwood tree. No balloons holding it up there.
Watch out for fruit bats.
I don't think there'll be any out in February, at least not generally.
The squirrels might be tied up in the tree where you can't get it back down either.
Well, I hadn't had any squirrels running up and down it, but I have seen the ants find the coax and decide that was a shortcut to get to the top of the tree before.
Well, it doesn't do it. You must have some kind of good eyes to see all that.
Yeah, I'll go out there every now and again. There'll be a trail of ants running up down the coax trying to get to the top of that tree. Now, what they want at the top of that tree, I don't know, but they want up there.
Must be something delicious up there. Crazy man, what you talking on over there? You on that Royce? I said on this Royce. Got the upper lower side band on it. Got 40 channels. Ooh, that's all up there on one of these DO4. I think you got blackhead eagle. I don't know what it is. DO4 anyway. I didn't got my antenna around 70 feet in the air from the bottom to the top. Oh, I think that's all it is to it. The old antique radio, so it's trying to catch up with me. My beat already caught. 15 pole over there already got him with that old radio. Alright, they call me 116, the crazy man was back out.
That's the Royce 641, isn't it, crazy man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought so. Nice radio.
They don't want to those all day. So tell you one thing, there's a bunch of them tell me, I don't know what kind of radio you got out there. It sure sounds good. You want to set up? I said, nope.
It does sound good. It's got that vintage late 1970s sound to it, which is the sound I like.
I know you're right. Yeah, 410 and that doggone 987 over there. I know you got a copy of this antique radio now. I know I put 1 pound on you, at least 1 pound. I know you're full of it now. I ain't got to say no more. I know you get more than that on me. Oh, you got a bad needle like I got in my galaxy over here. That's how much I puzzle you. I should be getting to you okay then. Damn it, boy. You're doing better out of the power there. Come on. I don't know about standing my 2 damn old razors. Standing up, I always sit in my chair and pat my foot. 15 forward, where you at?
We still here, come on.
Yeah, I tried to get you all to go to 987, beat me to it, and after that, the next one went, well, let them all go. I'll wait.
That's that, Ryan. Hey, good evening to you, crazy. Sounding good back this way.
Come on, I did have my Texas Star 400 on it. Night Ranger, listen to me. Night Ranger must be thinking about me. That 987 is that, so I put it on him with 450 watts, pointed back at him. That's where you get more on than when they ain't got it on. That damn right. It's working for you. It sounds pretty good back this week.
14, I ain't had it. Been a long time I had it on. They keep switching around on the radios. The last 3 or 4 days I had the Ranger radio base station on, and next time I had the Galaxy on.
That damn right. I'm gonna have to borrow 21's preamp. There's a reverse preamp now to get me some audio out there.
Oh no. Roger on that. This thing's got a capacitor going out in the power supply, I'm pretty sure. I got one coming. That's why I don't have, I guess it's losing some of the voltage coming to it. It's not showing much on the receive. It used to, and last time I used it, I noticed it was trying to hum a little bit. I put it on a variac and let it stay on about 40 volts for about 3 days, and then I turned it up some, and it kind of helped it a little bit, but once those capacitors get all crystallized and punch holes in themselves inside, you can't do anything. So anyway, all the other ones were replaced there. This radio actually came from California from a guy that had a radio shop down there. The name of the shop was the Red Monkey, and anyway, I like the radio, and it just I got to get it fixed up there. But I think all the other capacitors have been changed in it. But anyway, okay, I'm standing by.
It's plenty loud though between that and that reverse preamp.
10-4, 10-4. Well, that reverse preamp, you know, they say that they're loud like that, and I don't mind loaning them out. That's one thing about me. I'll loan you a reverse preamp in a minute there, come on.
Well, thank you, 21. Thank you. Thank you for that reverse preamp.
Shoot, man, I tell you. But anyway, yeah, I'm having a little trouble here in 987. I had to jockey on the volume control because I had him in there, and the crazy man come in there and blew up my radio. So I had to go back up and down, you know, because he's pretty close to me. But I don't know, Slammer was in there, and I heard Red in there one time earlier. I don't know where he went. I'm right here. I just had it. My wife just called me. She said she's having problems getting home. She's feeling like she's got high blood pressure or something's going on, and she's trying to drive to the house. So I'm going to have to stand by for a minute. But I'm 0755 Slammer. I'm sitting on the Saturn base, butt ducking and loving it. 70, got a 45-foot tower with a Intron 99 on top of it with a silver eagle. That's me. That's what I got. 14. Well, I sure hope she gets home okay. Yeah, she said she's about to pull in the yard, so I'm going to go ahead and shut it down and go in the house and see what's going on. We might have to call somebody. All right, man. We'll hope everything comes out. Let us know later if, you know, what happens there. All right, back out.
I want to add a little story about this Sears Roadtalker. Well, actually, it's not even Roadtalker. It came out before Roadtalker, but the 23 channel I'm talking on. This was the radio that my friend Red Horse had back in 1977. He got one for Christmas of '76, and same model, and I even got the same microphone plugged up that he had. And unfortunately, he just couldn't keep his fingers out of it, and he kept turning those little slugs so they cracked and then destroyed the radio because he didn't have a replacement slug. And he blew up a number of radios sticking his fingers in there. But anyway, this is the Red Horse, the original Red Horse CB bass from 1977.
Oh, that's the one he had?
It's the same model. I bought it, you know, because he and I were best friends back then, and both on the radio and off, and we went to school together, and he lived right down the street from me. Yeah, he and I would do radio checks. What am I putting on you, 30? What am I putting on you, 30? How about now, 30?
You talking about that big old mobile-looking bass thing there?
No, it's a little one.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it's a bass and a mobile?
No, it's running on the little Radio Shack Micronta power supply.
Oh, okay. I had a Sears sideband mobile bass. I don't know what happened to it. 987's got one just like it.
I got it. I got it from you.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, I asked you if you had a bunch of junk 23 channels around. I was wanting to play with some, and you brought over that, and you brought over that butt ugly Kraco.
Right.
Hey, 21.
Yes, sir. Come on.
show?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was running a little bit late at 8:05. I cranked it up.
I don't see that. I see the setup with the Elkin sitting on top, but I don't see anything moving.
Look at the needle. What's going on? Break. You don't see it moving there, 15-4?
I see it over here on my end. It's working.
Come on, 45. Hey, man. What's going on out here? Everybody doing all right? Yeah, Roger. You'll like how you sound on this radio here. It's a high fidelity sound coming out there. It's not taking away anything from you or adding anything to it. It's just you 100%. The Palmetto man, 100%. 10-4. Well, I don't know. I probably won't even be able to tell because I got something else running tonight. I don't have my studio microphone going, but I am going through the one of the controllers. I got a Megaforce S45 Magnum I've got in here tonight. Radio's about, I think this thing's about 15 years old, man. It's a pretty good one. It sure sounds good. Hey, what's going on there, 987, man? Yeah, you sounding good on this one. By the way, the receive's real nice on it. Everybody sounds really clean. Of course, they sound clean on the Galaxy, but it's different. You know how it is when you throw something different in there. You sounding good over here in the creek tonight there, 987. Raji, well, it's doing its thing for you for sure, man. Sounds good. Yeah, work's going good. We're getting by. Stuff going on with the family is moving along. It should be over in March. So I can't go on no cruises until all this legal shit's over with, but we're doing okay.
Good evening, 45.
Hi, good evening to you there, 15-4. How are you tonight?
We doing all right. We just having a little problem with the radio, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it earlier. I was monitoring. What kind of problem are you having?
We got no talkback, and modulation is down, and it just brand new radio, and I ain't happy about it.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Well, hopefully it hasn't been modified yet.
No, we just got it in the mail this week, and we've been working with it ever since we got it, because that's the first thing we noticed when under a little bit of power, as soon as you turn the talkback on, it goes squealing, and so you got to turn the mic gain down, and pretty soon when you turn enough mic gain down, you don't have no audio out there.
Yeah, well, you know what? You might want to get yourself. I might need to get up with you, and there's other ways you can do that. I don't use my talkback at all. I have a because of that same reason. That's actually quite normal. Depending on how you have it set up, but you can get you an external controller, like something similar. Well, I'm using a set of computer speakers right now, and I take the extra jack that goes out to the other speaker, and I wind it up and make RF chokes, which keep the feedback away and allow me to continue to crank on up to whatever preamp I want to use. But it does good, and like I said, you can modify your chokes, the lengths of the chokes. I just plug a cable in there. I got a 3-footer in there right now with the 2 windings going for this one there. Over.
Get that right. Get that right. I understand. But before my 90 days get up, with them kind of dollars, I'm sending this back to Bell. Let them solve that problem.
Yeah, 10 for Raji. Alrighty, I got you. Okay. Alright, what kind of radio is it?
It's a Ranger. It's a brand new one. It's one they just come out with. It's called the RCI 63FFD4.
Yeah, it's an onboard preamp?
Yes, sir. No, yeah, well, onboard amp, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, gee. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get that straightened out there for you there, Bo. Hate to hear that. I know that's aggravating. I had that same issue when I bought this radio. I had to send it back to Sam over at RF Limited. He argued with me about it, Tad, but it wasn't me. It certainly wasn't my fault.
That's that right. That's the way I look at it. Especially, you know, I make it put out with the talk back and, like you say, go another route with that. But the modulation being down, that's something I can't abide.
Well, that won't happen. You turn your talk back off and then run it through the out of your external speaker jack over to an external speaker, okay? And that helps that out. You can move that speaker around, and then, like I said, I have a set of computer speakers. It actually uses it as an antenna. You know, it uses the exit jack to the second speaker to pick up the signal, and I'm crystal clear as long as I make these chokes. But anyway, I'm sorry to hear you're having trouble with it there, over.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, the next time I keep, I want you to listen to this.
Oh yeah, that don't sound good, man. Sounds kind of I don't know what that is.
Sound like a World of Warcraft blow up. Hey, that's what it is. But what I was trying to show you is that the toy, I didn't change no volume or anything else. Just turn the toy on, and you probably should have heard a difference in volume. Do it again. On my end, I can't tell. That don't sound right. It don't sound right, but it's definitely a little bit louder. Yeah, and I think that's where my volume, my audio is going. It just ain't right.
Yeah, I certainly would. If you ain't happy with it, I'd send it back and I'd let them know.
Yes, sir. They usually do good work too. I mean, I've ordered multiple radios and all sorts of stuff, coax, you name it from them. They usually do pretty darn good. Yeah, I think the tech is well qualified. Matter of fact, he sent me a note along with the radio saying, hey, your talkback is a little loud, but you just need to turn your gain back on your mic. Say 15.4. Yes, sir. Okay, what I use, and I need to start using it instead of asking for radio checks, is a audio sampler. I'm going to show it on the video right there. I had it there a while ago. It's got an in and out coax on it. It's a box that goes in between your radio or whatever. It'll take up to like 3,000 watts. And it also has an adapter on the side, a BNC connector for a scope, and it's got a volume control on the bottom and a earphone jack. And that's what you do. You put it in there and you listen to it and you adjust what you want there. A guy was selling them on the eBay as I forgot what his name was on eBay, but it's Big D176 in Mojave Desert. He signed it for me and I got the picture of it right there. It works pretty good. It's like talkback, but you don't hear it. Everybody don't hear it but you. Got that right. Got that right. Well, what I've been doing for the last couple of days is making a whole bunch of recordings, because I get out there in my vehicle and I put my recorder inside the vehicle, and so I pretty much know what it sounds like. And I can tell that the audio is not there for the signal that I should be putting out. I know that. That's true right there. I heard you the other day whenever you were talking to Lonesome D. I didn't say anything too much there because, he was doing a radio check too. He had like 2 different mics and 2 radios and 3 antennas and all, so he was pretty well tied up there. But anyway, I noticed it then, but I usually don't like to, I'll let people season in a little bit and find out on their own before I jump in there because they'll say, well, Crazy Man told me I sounded good,
That's that right. And, and I appreciate the info because you can't hear yourself not unless you were doing what I was doing. But I know that it should be a lot more audio coming out, and it's not. And now plenty of audio coming out of the talkback, more than what's supposed to be there. That's the problem. But I think they got something messed up, some wire across somewhere, or some cap is going bad or whatever. But it's new, so I'm gonna let them figure it out.
I guarantee you, but get it in there quick, and put some good insurance on it there. And all right, man. Well, I hope you get everything straightened out.
Yeah, me too.
What happened to Red? I'm just sitting back here paying attention, eating the time there, 21. Roger on that there. How you been doing? I hadn't heard you in a while. Yeah, I can't complain. Been doing too much work, but making them dollars, man, making them dollars. Yeah. I had to fund that government shutdown. I think I gave them enough out of my paycheck for them to take that whole time off. Yeah, 10-4. Well, I was just getting ready to make up some bags of groceries there and carry them around to those poor people. You say that, but there was a few around the neighborhood they were about doing that. They had their hands out. They didn't have enough gas to make it to work. Well, I don't know, man. They need to. Well, I don't know what to tell them to do, but anyway, that's their business there. Shoot, everybody's done been there and done that, I guess. Yeah. It ain't slowed me down none, that's for sure. 410, I know, yeah. But anyway, well, good to hear you out there. I'm gonna get on the side. Yeah, evening time. Yeah, I've been trying to make it out here every now and then. Now that deer season's over, I come out here whenever I started my 5 days off Friday, so I'll get a little bit of talk time in this week. Oh yeah. Everybody's happy. I can't do no complaining around on this side. Yeah, this thing definitely needs that capacitor in there. It's the volume control. The volume is way down on it, so but it's doing it good otherwise. Is it spiking on your end there, Night Ranger?
Sounds good over here.
It just doesn't have any receive on it there.
Might have if the receive's going down, you may have a weak tube in the receive, either in the IF chain or if the volume itself's going down, it could be the audio tube or something in that audio circuit.
Right, okay. Well, it's got that little small hum in there, and I just feel like it's that capacitor there. That's the only one that looks like it hadn't been changed.
Well, keep it down for about 5 seconds, don't say anything. Yeah, there is a hum on transmit.
Roger.
Sounds like you got a neon light buzzing.
That might be a little better.
I mean, your whole audio dropped, and the hum and voice and everything dropped.
I'm getting a little bit of noise in here now. Anyway, y'all let me know if you hear something nothing funny, but that restaurant Azul.
Ain't not coming in that radio, that's there.
I go over to that little beer brewery over there. They got a big, great big one that a lot of people go to, and then they got a small one. It's like a little room or something. Went into one time, and shoot, those little things. Heck, I'd rather just go to Sam's and get me a 12-pack or 24-pack of Yingling for $18. You go in those little places, and they charge you $6 for a cup of beer.
They ain't got no rotisserie chicken. Hey, three in the circle, they're break.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Tim Roger. Are you talking on that Excalibur?
Yeah, 10-4, this is the Excalibur. This is the Excalibur. This is an old Excalibur. I try to keep it up pretty nice, you know.
Yeah, Roger, on that. Yeah, I remember way back, a long time ago. Somebody said there's a guy that lives back in there, in that area behind that Taco Bell, and he's got an Excalibur. And I said, what? But I never could, I didn't know who it was right then. And then later on I found out you're the one that had it.
Yeah, 42. Well, I'm over here off of this, what do they call this little street? I'm over here off this East Montague, and I'm right here kind of behind that appliance store, you know.
Roger. Yeah, there's some of those guys there. I had a video up earlier there with that Tram Titan 2, but it wasn't on key good, and I got tired of that crap. So I went and got this radio here. But anyway, this guy was asking me, I was afraid of that some still over there watching that oven that was dead. I haven't got able to figure out how to cut that off. Once you get on there, they got you locked in, and you try to do something else, and you know. But anyway, let me ask you another question. Are you on your PDL2s or your IMAX 2000?
This is the IMAX 2000. I am on IMAX 2000.
410, Roger. Okay. Let's see. And you got a D104 on there?
Yeah, it's a Golden Eagle D104. I think that my old girlfriend, she gave it to me a long time ago, you know, my old girlfriend. And it sure is pretty.
Okay.
Well, who's got the rotisserie chicken?
I ain't got no rotisserie chicken, but I could go for some right now.
Buy up.
Say, crazy man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that chicken man, he was calling you earlier. He said he was going by Sam's. He didn't want to get you any chickens. He said you was tired of eating chicken, but he knew that you needed eye drops. And I said, well, you're not going to be able to get him a tiny bottle over there. That's a bulk mine. That's a warehouse at Sam's. You had to go like the, Dollar Tree and get the real cheap kind, or go to Walmart, you know. And he said, no, I want to go to Sam's. So I said, well, you probably get half a gallon bottle. That's about the smallest you're going to get. You think you could use a bottle that big? You got to have your other eye operated on. That stuff costs a bottle look at about $122 for a little bottle. For the wow. Well, you better take a big bank book with him then if that little bitty bottle costs that much. Three in a circle, you better get your gold Visa card out. You got that shit is not cheap now. $122 for one of the bottles. I got three running and got another one. The bit bigger is in the box. Straight from the doctor.
You know, I went to that Sam's Club the other day. I just had to get me a rotisserie chicken. Wanted to get me a rotisserie chicken, and went there and got it. And stopped over there by the pharmacy, and right there in front of the pharmacy window, they got 6 packs of that kind of eye drops I like to use. I've got a bottle in there in the bathroom. I'll go and read the correct name. And they were like 6-pack of them for like $20.98, and that's real cheap. That's a great deal over there at that Sam's Club. If you go and try to buy a single bottle at the Walmart, you'd be looking $8 or $9. So go to that Sam's Club, get your rotisserie chicken, get you some of them good hair drops, or eye drops. I think it's called, it's not TheraTears, it's something, Refresh Tears or something. Let me go get my bottle and I'll be right back. Is that a big 10-4?
Get the right bottle. Do not drink it.
It makes me hungry. You had 3 little pigs. You should be good to go.
That wasn't chicken, that was barbecue. Hey, 21, I was one of them ones looking at the dummy you had set up there. Yeah, I know. I had trouble with that thing at first there. I don't know. I got to figure out how to... I hate to put something up there ahead of time because if something happens, you know, that damn thing's locked in. I found out how to do it one time, but it's a process there. They got it figured out where they want you on there, you know. That's that right. I was able to figure it out. I just got a wider view and then I saw the other one. I said, hey, that's the one. 45.
Yeah, go ahead, Goose Creek 3.
I don't like this superstar, man. I can't get used to it. Does it sound okay?
I told you earlier I like that other mic you had on there before a little bit better there, over.
Yeah, the cowboy got me used to the 636, man. I think I'm gonna stick it back on him. But I'm the only, I get the crown of the night, man, for the mud duck, man, because I'm the only one probably talking on the mobile, man. It ain't broken, you don't have to place it. Keep it. I don't like it. I don't, the feels weird talking on it. Just, sensibility is different on it.
I hear you. Hey, before I forget, man, I want to send some shots out to my buddy 654 out there listening in around Illinois, man. Me and him go way back in the days, man. 25 years ago, or I don't even know when it was, something like that. But man, my man, he's out there listening to us there. Go ahead. Shots out. 654, 45 grand in the creek. Back quiet.
That's Lord Ravenclaw. Hey, 45.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that Lord Ravenclaw you talking about?
I only know him as 654, but I don't know.
Yeah, if you're checking that feed out there, which I know you are, he's just said say hello to 45 there, and hello to More Junkie. And More Junkie, I've only got flat side on those beams there, so one day we'll get them. I've got to do a few more things, and I'll get them when I can turn them. I can turn them now, but I got to do a couple more things yet. I won't finish it up tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, 45, he's on it now.
Oh, yeah, I just seen that. Yeah, that's him. That's my buddy, Lord Ravenclaw. Anyway, yeah, man, we're going to send shots out to him, man. Ain't heard him in a while. We've been working on that. Trying to get that straightened out, but anyway, man, that's all I got to say for right now. I'm going to back off here, man, let the kitty cool down for a little short, man. 45, back quiet.
3 in the circle. You still out there? Oh, he found the wrong bottle. 15-4. Hey, go ahead, 987. Yeah, it's feeling about Bell CB there. Actually, ordered myself a radio not too long ago, too, also from there. Just an emergency radio, you know, for emergency communications, you know, stuff like that. When, you know, when stuff hits the fan and all, you know what I mean. But, anyways, ordered a unit Pro 520XL there. Works pretty darn good. I've tried different microphones on it, though, but never liked any of the other microphones except for the stock microphone that came with it, but working pretty darn good. Got that right. Well, the spiker that I got in my mobile that came from Bell's, that was the first radio I bought when I came back to radio. Yeah, boy. And I don't have any complaints about it or nothing. I mean, it's phone stock and all, but I didn't have a feature tuner or nothing. Of course, it being also it's only going to be used for send it back. Yeah, I just said I'd let you know. There's no Charleston done got in there. Did you find the eye drops? Did you find the eye drops for Crazy Man at 3 in the circle?
Yes, that was find that. You need to find the eye drops. They're called Refresh Tears. Refresh Tears, kind of like in a blue plastic bottle. Of course, when you go to Sam's Club and get some of that rotisserie chicken, you'll find those Refresh Tears in a box of 6. I believe they're in front of that pharmacy. I believe it's about $20.98. Man, that'll make your eyes feel good for a long time. Whee! Number 3, roundabout. I said that.
I had 2 operations, one in the eyeball and one on the back of my eyeball. That's the kind of medicine I got to put in my eyes to keep her not getting that scab on it. How do you get it in the back?
Don't answer that.
I ain't gonna ask nothing you got to say. No, no. They catch me in the forest fire. That don't sound right.
You know, number 3, when he did his woohoo, I was gonna say, oh no. I don't know who those guys, anybody out there listened to Skip 2 nights ago, but there were 2 drunks in here, one after the other, coming in Skip. Both of them were ready to fight everybody they could hear. One of them, I don't know where the first guy was. He was so drunk he was talking slow and his speech was slurred, and he was trying to fight somebody locally. And then at some point he disappeared. About 20 minutes later, his daughter came on the air and said her father was passed out on the floor. And then about 30 minutes later, some guy in Indiana came in here drunk off his butt, trying to fight everybody in Skip Land. He kept saying, "Whee!" He said, "It's Dr. Feelgood. They call me Dr. Feelgood." And then he said his handle was Little Brown Jug, but he was definitely 3 sheets in the wind.
Sound like the pig on the skip board, eh?
He was kind of foul-mouthed. It was comical, but I just wish he hadn't been so foul-mouthed. But he was trying to, you know, get him fight everybody he could hear.
I'll be right back. Don't pay you to drink alcohol and start talking about CB. You never get yourself in trouble.
Well, considering how good he appeared to feel, I think there was alcohol and something else, because I think there was more than one just alcohol going on with him.
Never can tell.
Doggy uppers and doggy downers.
Crazy man, you need any sanitary supplies over there when number 3 in the circle goes to Sam's. He can pick them up for you. You'll probably have to pick up my stuff there, because Talk goes to the drugstore and gets it, and ain't nobody else can get it. I'm talking something like toilet paper and stuff like that, you know. He buys it. Shoot, man, you ought to seen this big old thing of toilet paper. I thought it was a refrigerator. He's rolling in the hand truck. His whole bunch of toilet paper, man. Good God. A big cowboy toilet paper, sir. Sandpaper. Talking about John Wayne toilet paper? Yes, sir. Well, boss over there is still sitting up on top of the TV, and everybody tries to like the money on it.
3 toilet paper rolls everybody else uses. I might use like, you know, a third of one, because I have a good bidet system. I have a good bidet here at the
Well, you even know about that go once, because there's a lot of young bitches out of it. Listen to me. That's your talk. We don't hear nothing about that. Get out of there, that mess. He's upgraded since I first found out. I never did watch him use it in action. I just saw him one time. He opened up a bag, and I didn't know what it was in there. It looked like a turkey baster, and come to find out it was a portable bidet.
Yeah, 10-4. I use the MB40 travel bidet. When I'm not here at the house, I take the MB40 travel bidet if I have to go, because I can always keep my eyes refreshed with refreshed Tears eye drops, and I keep my butt refreshed too with that cool, refreshing water.
I think you're still full of it. Hey, 21.
Yes, sir.
How about the vertical side of these beams? They sound any different?
That sounds good. Can you switch it back and forth, or it takes time?
Nah, that's my ground plane right there. That's the ground plane right there. And that's my vertical right there.
Yeah, the vertical was louder.
Yeah. Man, that proves it. That proves it. Because it got them dBs coming off of those elements. And if it's going up, then that means on the ground plane, sitting up there pretty good. It should be a lot louder.
410. Yeah, I know that, like I say, that radio there. To me, I'm just saying, to me, the modulation that's I hear out that radio is kind of like Night Ranger likes. He likes everybody to sound like they're talking on an old telephone, you know. But I like people to sound like they're really making, you know, doing business out there. But that one there sound like only like about a 60% modulation.
That's what I figured. That's exactly the number that I had in mind.
10-4.
Yeah, it sounds like something is strangling you out or something, in a way.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But hey, we'll put the spiker back in line tomorrow.
It doesn't sound bad. It sounds pretty good. It's not super loud, but I mean, it doesn't sound bad.
No, it don't sound bad. It just, y'all know what I mean.
I know. Appreciate it, Ranger.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me. I just, you know, if you want something like 21's Tram Titan over there is not in that category, but still, it doesn't sound bad.
That's right. Well, I don't think he will lend me that. He only uses that automatic two-way. He's not going to let me use the one-way.
Yeah. Well, the Tram Titan 2 is a big, loud radio, and when you pair it with an Elkin, then it kind of goes hyper speed.
That's right. But I sure don't like that one I saw at your place the other day.
Which one was that?
The big boy, bigger than a refrigerator.
Oh, you talking about the amp, the Henry?
Yes, sir, that Henry.
I got a steal on that. I wasn't even looking for that, and a friend of mine was hurting for money, and he asked me if I wanted to buy his Henry. And I said, well, I'm not really looking, but how much do you want for it? He said $550. I said, does it work? He said, yeah. I said, does it look good? He said, yeah. I said, I'll be right over.
That's right. Hey, something like that, man. Even if you don't use it that much, just looking at it, it would make me feel good.
I mean, it's a good 1200 watt amp, and that's average. That's not, you know, you put it on a dozy or something, it'd probably take a lot more than that. But on a straight Bird 43 or any decent average meter, it'll do 1200 watts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just like the way it looks.
I'd rather have the Henry 2 KD Classic. That one's a little roomier. It's a little bit bigger than this. I mean, I'm not, you know, being it dropped in my lap, you know, I'm not complaining. But if I had to pick between the two, I'd rather have the 2 KD Classic. It's just a little bit roomier. You know, a little easier to work on, and has the chimneys in it and all that. This one doesn't have the chimneys, but the 2 KD Classic does.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, you're trying to sound more like that, more up there. Yeah, but that thing sounds okay there, 15.4 there, no doubt about it.
That's damn right. That's damn right, but, you know, I'm just really disappointed. I'm just disappointed that you know how that feeling is.
Hey, Fo. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying all these different mics out tonight, man. But yeah, man, I know you spend that kind of money on a rig, you expect that joker to talk. No doubt about it. I understand completely there.
What kind of mic you got on it?
Dream 2018, the same mic we always had.
Yeah, okay. Like I said, it doesn't sound bad. I'd be curious to see what it sounds like with the D104 on it. That's my favorite. Right behind that, I like the Turner Plus 3 second, but the D104 desk mic's my favorite.
Yeah, Yeah, that's right.
I got this little Radio Shack mic on here tonight. These tend to be kind of trebly, but I put this one on here, one, because it's already wired up to it, but two, that's because Red Horse was using it. So I'm kind of emulating my friend Red Horse's radio. He had this radio and the realistic amplified desk mic, and the Micronta power supply. So I'm emulating Red Horse's 1977 radio.
That's that right away. Your station always sounds clean, man. Clean and what I call punching audio.
This one's okay. I mean, you know, it's for what it is. My favorite's the realistic TRC 451, which it's just a mobile, but it's just a great all-around radio. Quiet receiver, sensitive, excellent noise blanker, got good audio. That's my favorite. That and the D104, yeah, buddy.
That's that right. I kind of feeling that. I got the message that that's your favorite radio, no doubt about it. And evidently that's 21 and Crazy Man's favorite radio also.
Yeah, 21, he gets tired of me talking on it so much, but that's if I had to pick one radio and that was it, that'd be it. That'd be if I had one CB radio, that'd be the one.
I'm trying all these strange microphones out with this radio.
Yeah, that is real strange. Kind of strange.
Yeah, it does. It's a little bit odd. This is the D104. It doesn't do good with this one, man, but it just doesn't agree with all that audio stuff, you know? It's not as clean, but it sounds good when I hook it right up to the radio, though.
That mic there, it's okay now. Earlier it sounded like you had dropped a hammer or something on something.
It's kind of pinched, though, trebly.
That's what you need when you get piled up in DX, that one there.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I use it, too.
Yeah, see, you know, you got to get out there and fight them, man. You got to have something like that. You know, we're talking in here, you know, that's one thing, but out there, hey, you got everything that helps, you know.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. This is the one I normally use in this radio, but I don't got it going through this audio box normally, but I kind of got that turned off right now. Yeah, you told me before you liked this one a couple years ago.
Okay, I didn't remember.
The hammer one, was that the one I had on right before this one?
The hammer?
Yeah, you said it sounded like I was beating a hammer down or something.
Yeah, I think so. Usually you had one out there when you'd key up, you know, it'd go like, and then, you know, when you'd key up again, you know. I think that might have been another radio, I don't know.
One hooked up to the Korg sampler. The Korg digital sampler, that's the one that does that one. What happens is it's got a delay and it can, some reason it keys up and it, before the relay, you know, it's fast enough where you can hear the relay kicking in.
Yeah, like you're smacking a desk with a ruler.
Hope you're doing okay over there. Hope you're feeling better. When you fell off of that truck or fell out of that truck, and I think you said you fell out of the truck. I don't know. So something happened. You fell or something. I don't know. But anyway, all right. Well, you take it easy.
You take care, man. Good to hear you out there. Sounding good. 45 grand in the creek. Sitting on back.
All right, 987. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for checking in to Old Radio Night.
Got that right, 987. Put it on you on the bumper round. 15-4. I'm clear and go. Everybody crazy, man. Trying to get him on there so you can tell 987 good night.
That crazy man looking for that rotisserie chicken.
Oh, yeah.
No, Crazy wants that fried chicken over.
Ain't right, you want the fried chicken?
He might have got lost out on that porch.
Yeah, playing with his 2 frogs and lizards or whatever he keeps on talking about. That duck look a crazy there, come on.
Roger.
Yeah, this is the hammer one, but it's dirty.
Okay, do it again.
It won't, it's dirty, so it only does it every once in a while. Hold up.
Scratchy.
Yeah. It's cause it sits over there, Bo. I'm normally on them hi-fi mics, man. I don't mess around. This is Sedelta Echo Master Plus. But that Galaxy radio and the cord is what picks up that relay kicking down. And I know I've heard it on your show. It does sound pretty cool.
10-4.
Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm 10-7 and gone.
Well, you hadn't got in there yet. Now tell us what you're talking on there with chicken wing. I mean drumstick.
Chicken wing. I like that. Old chicken wing. A Galaxy DX 2547 with a static mic with a Solarcom 2000 up in the air about 60 feet there. Tempo?
Roger on that there. Well, y'all gonna have anything special to eat tomorrow over there? Are y'all open tomorrow?
Yeah, we are. We open up tomorrow. I'm not really sure if we're gonna have anything special, but we do have on Sundays. We do have other stuff than what we normally have. Like we got the vinegar base and the mustard base and all that. But I do want to tell y'all, the 14th of February we having a steak and shrimp thing at the restaurant.
Oh, surf and turf.
Tempo.
Oh, okay, that sounds great. 14th there, Roger.
Roger.
10-4, that sounds good, man. Alright, well look here, you take it easy now and we'll catch you and glad you got in there. I didn't know you was in there. And good, glad you stopped in.
I was waiting for y'all to take a little break so I can break in there, Roger.
10-4, yeah, 45, he's hogging up the channel again.
Break radio night.
Come on.
This Bullseye coming at y'all on radio night, giving y'all a wave.
Hello there, Bullseye. What you doing? Where you at? What you talking on?
Bullseye, I pulled out my old realistic Navajo TRC 43 radio. Talking on a stock mic and barefoot. Figure I'd give y'all a wave real quick.
10-4, can you hear him there, Night Ranger?
Oh yeah, I hear him good. It's good and clean. Sounds good.
10-4, he likes you because you got a realistic there, Bullseye.
Yeah, Roger that. I heard him last week talking about he had a friend that had a TRC 431. Mine's a TR433. I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, I heard him last week talking about he had a friend with one of these radios.
Actually, I have 2 friends with similar radios. I have a, yeah, that was a Midnight Stallion, the TRC 431. We all heard the story about that, but and then Alexander the Great, he had a TRC 432. I think he still has it, and he had a DNA Raider for a little bit, and he had a Turner Plus 2. That was a great sounding radio. TRC 432 with a Turner Plus 2. That thing sounded good.
Yeah, this radio I got a long time ago and had up on the shelf. Figured I'd pull it out for radio night, and I don't know what the difference would be with TRC 433 or 31 or 32. I don't know if there'd be a big difference, Roger.
Well, they look completely different. I don't know about what's on the inside, but on the outside, yeah, they look completely different. Now, the 431 and the 432 look a lot alike, but the 433, that's the silver one, right? Black and silver?
The
433, the one I got, is black with a little silver in the inside with the 5 little lights. It's kind of it's not really that exciting of a radio, the looks of it, yeah, it'll do the trick for now.
Yeah, the 431 and 432 had analog meters in it, and well, you can look it up on the internet. The 431 and the 432 look very similar. I think the 432's got a noise blanker and the 431 doesn't. And other than that, they look very similar. But then they changed the look for that 433. I don't know what changes they made on the inside, if any.
Yeah, I don't know about the inside of it, but yeah, I figured I'd give y'all a holler real quick. I heard y'all out there, y'all all sounding good. I pulled this radio out and figured I'd try to get it in on a little radio night. Roger.
It sounds good. And good smooth audio. Thanks for coming in. And you reminded me of a story I got to tell about Alexander the Great. He first came on, he had either a 5/8 wave ground plane or a half wave. And he let this idiot, whose handle was Sidekick, talk him into a Stardust or something like that. And he told him it had 9 BD gain, not dB. He told him it had 9 BD gain, and unfortunately the antenna he talked to Alexander to was not as good as the one he already had.
Yeah, Roger.
Hey, Bullseye, that North Charleston there, Chicken Man, he's over there in the circle, and he said he can hear you. He's over there, and he can hear you.
Daggone, that's good. I'm happy about that. I ain't got no special powers on this. I just plug it into the wall, straight to the wall. No special power. But you said Chicken Man?
Well, his name is number 3 roundabout, but Crazy Man likes to call him Chicken Man, because he's always wanting to bring Crazy Man some juicy rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club.
Roger that, roger that. Glad to get out there to him then. Roundabout or Chicken Man, good to, I'm happy you can hear me. I can't quite pick you up though, but this little radio will do the best it can, but happy to get in here on radio night.
I think you may be just on the computer right now. Roundabout, are you still in there, or are you on the computer?
Yeah, 10-4, I'm right here. I can hear him in there. I don't know if I can make out everything he's saying, but I can hear him in there, that's for sure.
Okay, roger that. I got that. I got that loud and clear. He's doing a good job on my radio, roger that.
He said he could hear you there, number 3 in the circle.
10-4, okay, Bullseye, I thank you. I can hear you in there and everything. I sure can.
Roger that. Sounding good. Appreciate the comeback. Bullseye sitting back listening.
Good evening to you, Bullseye, 15-4.
15-4, I hear you good, loud and clear. You sounding good, 15-4.
Yeah, that's right. We just want to say good evening to you and get my knees in the breeze, Bullseye. Appreciate the bump down, 15-4. I'm back in these bushes.
15-4, you sounding good. It's Bullseye sitting back listening.
Bullseye, that North Charleston there, he's got about 7 different handles. He goes by number 3, then he goes by Roundabout, then he goes by North Charleston, then he goes by Chicken Man, and Super Sam, and all like that. He wanted to know where you were. A Chicken Man, he's not too far from my 1020 there, Roger.
Yeah, 10-4, okay. Bullseye, yeah, you sound good. I can hear you out there. I can make out most of what you're saying, Bullseye, that's for sure. Okay, that's Roundabout number 3. I'm standing by.
Roundabout. Yeah, I hear you good. I'm about a mile or 2 west side of Carnes Crossroads. About a mile or 2 west of Carnes Crossroads. I hear you real good. Bullseye sitting back.
10-4 on the mile or 2 away from Carnes Crossroads. Okay, I'm back out.
Crazy Man must have fell out there, Chicken Man.
You know, I was wanting to bring him a carton of cigarettes
the other day, and he just never would tell me what kind of cigarettes he wanted. You know that Sam's Club, they got the rotisserie chickens, they got the eye drops, and they got a big old room full of all kind of good cigarettes. I figured I'd get him some cigarettes that they might even have some Virginia Slims or some Terrytons or Camels. I don't know what he likes, but I was going to get him a big carton of cigarettes and take him up there to him with some of that rotisserie chicken. You know, have a few smokes and have some chicken and talk on the radio and, you know, cut up with everybody. Tenfold?
Yeah, well, maybe you could do this. Maybe you could save some of that juice off of one of those juicy rotisserie chickens and kind of drain it and drizzle it on a carton of picky Ewins and take them over there, and he'd probably tear them up there. He had to, no, they're not to eat, they're to smoke.
Yeah, Tenfold. Yeah, you get some juice in them chickens now. I mean, you got to be careful with them when you put them in the car. You don't want to tip them, you know, too much to the side, or else you get that chicken oil in your hand, and you don't want that getting in your nice car.
Tenfold.
Hey guys, 21, I'm gonna get out of here. Good to hear everybody out there. Number 3, Bullseye. 987 was out there. Crazy Man. Night Ranger. Red. Out on the other side of town. All y'all folks. Y'all take it easy. I'm gonna get out of here for this version of Old Radio Night, man, and go take care of some stuff I gotta take care of. It's good to hear everybody. Glad I could come in. See y'all later. 45 in the creek, back quiet.
10-4-45, thank you for coming out there, man. Always sounding good. I'm back out.
Okay, 10-4-45 in the creek. You take care of this roundabout number 3 over here on Crawford Street. I'm over here on Crawford Street, over here off the Park Circle. Okay, I'm back out.
Yeah, 10-45, good evening to you, because you can't hear my radio, evidently. I'm clearing on.
I hear ya. I can't never remember to name everybody, man. And everybody, y'all have a good one. Like I said, it's good to hear it. Always enjoy it. Old Radio Night on Saturdays, and get out there when I can. Y'all take them easy. Your 45 grand in this creek, right around this palmetto, is clear and gone. Bye, bye, bye.
Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Always glad to have you.
Wizard trying to wave barefoot one time from the Ridgeville side.
Who's that in Ridgeville? Good night.
Wizard barefoot in the Ridgeville side.
Hello, Wizard. Where you been, man?
I'm working, steady working, constantly all the time. We sit in the house talking on the old Garage 88.
10-4. Roger. Well, I got you in there.
Yeah, I just want to wave. I turned it on, thought about it. I figured I'd listen to it real quick, like. But anyway, glad you hear me over here barefoot with that old Anton antenna.
10-4. Well, you been working over in Mount Pleasant lately?
Yeah, so we've been everywhere.
I hear you. All right, there, Wizard. Let me back it on down so them other fellows can holler at you, man. Appreciate you coming in there. Just 21, back out.
Yeah, it's 21. We appreciate you doing this every Saturday night, too. I don't know if anybody else hear me, but definitely appreciate you doing this. It brings them all together and able to communicate with people and have a love for the same thing and share that love.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. Just something to do to not cost you a lot of money, you know, and you don't have to get out there in the road and worry about getting run down. It's getting worse and worse out there, you know, and trying to get around out there. Shoot, man. All right, Wizard, let me stand by. I know them other fellows probably, I hope they can get back to you. I know they can. And you on that Antron 99 there. All right, I'm back out.
Oh, you ain't doing it right if you ain't spending no money. You gotta spend at least a little bit of money. Just a little bit. But anyway, I wave at the rest of y'all. Like I said, barefoot over here by 176 and 311 with a Garage 88 or Anton 99.
You all hear him out there?
I don't.
I do.
Hey, Wizard, Night Ranger's got you.
I got a copy on him too.
Hey, Wizard, sounding good over here around Monk's Corner.
Thank you, sir. I just figured I'd give it a shot. I ain't got another 13.8 volts with the old radio shack. An inverter, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this off and finish this movie. Y'all boys
All right. Have a good night out there. Thanks for checking in to Old Radio Night. Sounded good around Monk's Corner, South Carolina.
Bullseye, if you still out there, you might be able to hear you.
No, I could pick up a little bit of static, but my radio's not good enough to pick him all the way up. I'm sorry, it's not big enough.
Your radio's big enough. It's just 21's antenna's up there starts at 100 feet and goes up from there, and mine's about 90 feet at the top. Your antenna's just not high enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. I tried to put it up first pole, and then the pole was trying to put it up too high, so I had to sit there and mess with it. It's just half-ass up there now.
Yeah, well, you sound good over here. You just, yeah, some of the guys are in here. How high is your antenna, Bullseye?
Base of it's about 30 foot. Base is 30 foot. It's about a 15-foot antenna, vertical.
Yeah, that's the difference. I'm up there in the very tip top of a very tall cottonwood tree. I got it as high as I could. I had to get a compound bow to get the rope and the wire up high enough to get to the top of the tree.
Yeah, that's my next project. My next project, get me a good antenna pole and a high antenna.
It definitely helps. Once you get used to having your antenna up there, you know, real high, well above 70 feet, it spoils you. You get used to it, and then you can't do without it.
Yeah, I figured 30 foot was good at the base.
It's good for some things, but way out there, you know, it's height is the best. Height is might there, but skip land, it seems not to matter. It's more on the antenna type, you know, and the conditions, but they'll be laying on the ground and you can talk to people and be amazing, you know that. All right, I'm back out.
Yeah, I've always heard the radio, the height, the antenna heights, that's the key.
Oh, shoot, yeah. And as far as talking skip, if they're really out there, I mean 2,500 miles or more, the height does matter then. If you're close in, it doesn't seem to make as much difference. But now you get way up there and you're talking 2,500 miles out, it definitely makes a difference. I did an experiment where I had antennas at different heights, and I was listening to California, and I got on the low antenna, I couldn't even hear them. Got on the medium antenna, couldn't hear them, and then I got to the top antenna, and boom, there they were. So for the real long haul stuff, you know, 2,500 miles plus, it definitely helps.
Yeah, I just need to work on getting me a pole for it. I need to get a good pole to put the antenna on.
There was a guy named Swanee River. He used to get ticked off because he had a Moonraker 6, which is a tremendous beam, on about a 50-foot tower. Now, talking skip, he'd smoke me, but I had an antenna that started at 85 feet and went up, and on top of that, I lived on top of a hill. And when it came to talking ground wave, I could eat him up with that 0.64 wave aluminum ground plane, probably popping 100 feet plus at the top. And he had that Moonraker 6, and locally I could eat him up. But now skip, he'd burn me up.
Yeah, roger that.
I got all kind of pipe over here, man. You can shoot. You may want, you know, have you got a way you can guy wire it down with some guy wires?
Yeah, I was trying to. I would hope to do it without guy wires. I got some pole from the military surplus I got up about 30 foot. I'm hoping to find something other than that one day, maybe some sort of tower or something. But gotta look around and find the right thing, Roger.
Yeah, Roger on that there. Well, is there gonna be any problem over there where you live at with that?
Oh no problem. I just need to find the right thing and the right price, and I'm ready to hook it up.
Yeah, tenfold on that. Yeah, Night Ranger was telling us about a deal down in Savannah, but I don't need any more antennas or tower there. But it was tempting, but I can't climb towers anymore. I can get up some height there, but I can't do like I used to do. Used to go take them down, and I got the thing to do it with, you know, the gin pole, but I can't get up there anymore like that. I just can't do it. Anyway, but he said it's down at, wasn't it Savannah there, Night Ranger?
Yeah, it's on Craigslist. Somebody's got a 7-element Mako beam, and I think it's about 85 foot crank up tower down there.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking of, some sort of crank up tower, because I don't want to climb up. I don't want to climb up too high either. I am getting a little bit up there in age, and maybe once upon a time I could do it, but not nowadays.
I can still do it, but the trees I have in my yard, unfortunately, aren't straight. I used to have these tall pine trees, and I could climb those. You got plenty of limbs, and they're straight, but these are cottonwoods, and they go 50 feet for the first tree limb, and then it kind of turns a little this way and turns a little that way, and there's maybe 15 to 20 feet between the next tree limbs. Like, I'm not going to climb that.
Yeah, all my trees are weird. I don't have no good pole trees or anything like that. They're all like oaks and stuff that goes all different directions.
Yeah, if I had pine trees, straight pine trees at the same height, I could get up. I could probably put this antenna another 20 feet up. You know, or actually maybe poke some up top like a Max 2000 or something. You know, I could probably do another 20 feet. But being that I can't get up there, yeah, I had to come up with this thing I have. This wired J pole hung from a tree limb.
Yeah, if I could just get 40 or 50 feet, I'd be happy. I'm not like y'all big time guys with the 100-ish range poles. If I could do 40 or 50, I'd be happy.
Well, I tell you, getting above 75 feet spoils you, especially talking, you know, around, if you like talk, you know, 70, 80 miles out. You get up that bottom of the antenna above about 72 to 75 feet, and it really does make a difference.
Yeah, roger that.
Not only, you can hear a whole lot more, too.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just my 30 feet. My 30 feet, I can do a lot better than I used to do in my pickup truck that I've had forever.
We get what's called tropospheric ducting that gets going sometimes, usually in the fall is when I notice it the most, and it allows you to talk a lot longer than normal. And a couple of times in this past fall, I talked to Winston-Salem and Raleigh, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
That's 200 miles.
I couldn't imagine. What happened to Crazy Man? Wow, he fell out.
What was the asking price on that antenna down there in, did you say Savannah?
Yeah, tell him about it there, Night Ranger.
Yeah, the antenna's been advertising down there. It's a 7-element Mako flat beam and I think about an 80 or 85 foot tower. It's like $650. Look it up on Craigslist.
I guess that'd be in electronics, wouldn't it?
If it's a crank-up tower or a layover that you can crank up, that's not a bad price. Who knows what kind of shape the antenna's in. You could make that antenna flat or vertical. It wouldn't matter just the way you turn it. You'd have to change the bracing on it, the guy wires or whatever you want to call it on the top or however, And you definitely, on that 7-element, you got to really stretch that thing out with some, I used what they call, Kevlar on mine. I didn't use metal because I didn't want to put all those porcelain insulators, and then you had to measure 1 foot piece and then another so many inches and all. So, yeah, I'm not doing all that. But get Kevlar, you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, but if it's the rotor and control box and the coax and the antenna and the tower and all that, that's a good deal. The only thing is you got to take it down. But he said it would let down, so I don't know.
I just gotta have a permanent place to be able to put it. I mean, I like being over here. I like being able to put mine up on the pole and pull it back down like it is. But $650, man, that's putting something up and leaving it where it is, basically.
10-4. Well, a brand new rotor that would turn a beam like that would probably cost you $300-400,
I thought you said you didn't have to spend that much money to enjoy this.
I don't
or 2,000 damn antenna, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, Temple. Yeah, it's all about how happy you want to be. You know, if get one whatever radio, but it's just all I don't do anything else anymore. I don't go in a boat. I give up that. I don't go hunting. Hadn't done that in 40 years, and so don't go fishing anymore. So it's all I mess around with. So I don't drink anymore, and I don't do anything. I stay home. So I got to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, well, this is my entertainment, and I keep my entertainment in the truck, you know. I mean, being out here every day, I like to talk a little crap to some truck drivers. Mostly container drivers, that's about it.
Roger.
Alright, well, I'm finally gonna leave now. I love this too much, and I love listening to it. Y'all boys be easy and have a good night.
All right, Wizard, good to hear you, man. Get back out there, and we enjoy you every time there. And I tell you what, that's pretty neat. That Tommy's up there on that I-95 overpass. That's pretty good there, talking. All right, we back out.
10-10-21, we appreciate it. Wizard out.
I think I'm going to give it up for this evening there, Night Ranger and 15-4 and Bullseye and whoever else is out there. And get inside, and then back's starting to bother me a little bit, and I want to rest, get on the horizontal side, and check into the old tube radio network. So I'll be just laying around in the bed and listen to them. So y'all take it easy, and I enjoyed it, and we'll do it again next week. And this 21 over here, and Wassamal Swamp with the longest ground rod that they make. I'm back out.
Alright, 21, over there with that antenna that's so high up in the air that when the moon goes over top of it, it pauses for a second, and then you hear, drrrr. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, we'll see you later there, 21. They called me that number 3 over here at Park Circle. Okay, number 21, you take care of number 3. I said that over here at Park Circle, that's my name. Wow, wow, talking on the radio is my game. See you on the next time, flip-flop, for sure.
All right there, Three in the Circle, Chicken Man, Sam's, Super Sam's, man. If they ain't got anything else to do there, check in on that old tube radio network there and see what Dennis has got cooking over there. I like listening to those guys and looking at those radios. Some of them, I don't know where they got them at, but there's some general radio telephone radios, you know, they were, I think they were made in Burbank, California. I've never seen one in person, only they got several of them on eBay right now, but I'd rather get one that is working and I see it working. So, all right, well, we'll catch you later. We back out.
All right, 21, Bullseye, good night.
All right, Bullseye, yeah, that Dennis, I'm going to have to change my unit number to a WLGR 21, world's longest ground rod, and I'm back out.
Yeah, and got that high dollar buzzard perch over there too, since the other bird perch didn't survive the buzzards.
Yeah. They tried landing on this one, but I've got something for them.
They don't try to land on mine, if that I know of. And little birds wouldn't bother it.
Well, if the buzzards landed on yours, it'd be kind of like a zip line. You know, you might catch them out there, and you hear a bunch of buzzards laughing and having a good time, and you go out, what in the world's going on? Is there a dead cow out in my backyard? No, it's buzzards sliding down my horizontal lazy H.
Yeah, they'd be sliding down it. Whee!
Oh my goodness.
Alright guys, I'll go ahead and catch you later. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video gate over here as well. Enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Old Radio Night.
We enjoyed it. Good night. Everybody on the internet too. I'll see you. a good night, Bullrun.
Okay, see you later there, Night Ranger.
All right, everybody, have a good night.
I'm gonna take and shut off this reverse preamp. I'm back out.